I cut down the tree so we can actually access the safari zone. Not that it matters because I already went over the Pokemon we can do here. But anyways, hey guys, it's me, Mr. Cheese Gaming here, and welcome back to more of Let's Play Pokemon Emerald. Last time we went to Lily Cove City and went over the Pokemon you can find at the Safari Zone. In this part, well, in Lily Cove City, if you go over to Team Aqua's base, which is actually, like they said, right by the sea, they'll say that Archie has apparently chased after Team Magma, which went to Mount Pyre. If you read the sign, it's worn out and the worlds are barely legible. Well, according to that sign, Mount Pyre is south of here. Right off of the pier. Get it? Pier, and it's Mount Pyre. Get it? Anyways. Be quiet now. We'll just go right in here, and yeah. No new Pokemon here, but you can find Shuppet and Dusclops. All these people here are mourning over the death of their dead Pokemon. Aw, it has to be a Zigzagoon. Zigzagoons are cute. But you know, you can just find into the typical ghost type Pokemon like Shuppet and Duskull. We won't actually get into the more interesting Pokemon until we actually reach the summit. Starting to wish that I had repels. Actually, I do. I just don't use them. As you see, there are stairs up there where you can fight a whole bunch of trainers and collect some items, but we're actually gonna go through here. Now, we have some tall grass around here. I might as well go over the new Pokemon you can find. Of course, there's Swingle there, but that's not a new Pokemon you can find. One Pokemon you can find here is Vulpix, which is your standard fire type Pokemon. It used to be very powerful in Gen 1, but when they separated the special stat in Gen 2, much of that stat went to a special defense instead of special attack. So it's not as nearly as powerful as it was in Gen 1. What used to be very good of a special attacker with fire type moves is now pretty useless. The same goes towards the evolved form Ninetales, but at least they're both adorable. Aww. Now, there's a few items right here. If I go ahead and... Obviously, there's a few items here because one appeared on screen. There's skill swap right there. It basically switches abilities. If you have a slacking, that would be great because that's one way to get rid of Trant. Oh yeah, I can run here. I like inside buildings, and as you can see, it starts to become foggy around here. What's so special about these two stones that they end up getting golden, I will never know. Or perhaps they're actually bronze. Anyways, climb through here, and now that we're at this part, there is, believe it or not, a few pieces of tall grass, and here you can find one new Pokemon, Chimecho. Chimecho is, like Surskit, very well. Chimecho, like Surskit, also have mediocre stats that are not worth finding. That's all I have to say about Chimecho. And what do you know, Team Aqua is here. Ha! Too bad for you. If you came earlier, you only would have had to deal with the wimpy Team Magma. But since you arrived now, you have to take on us toughies. That's kind of funny how... Because Team Magma uses ground and fire type Pokemon, which obviously, yeah, that would be weak against their water type Pokemon. Their water and... Not only that, well, they specialize in water and flying, which really isn't that good. I'll use takedown even though that I'll end up not only getting recoil damage, but I'll also get hurt by Carvanha's rough skin. Thankfully, I take it down in one hit, and that's all I really care about. I should have let you take on Team Magma first. And he's right, if you're playing Pokemon Ruby, you'll actually fight Team Magma here. But that's not the case with Sapphire and Emerald. No, those Team Magma goons got it here ahead of us. We can't fall behind. And there you go. Already pointed out that they use flying type, but I think you can kind of figure that already since we have fought them multiple times before. But I like their theme song though, both of them. Of course, we can't let them know that we have the same theme song. I thought you were one of those magmas who happened to come back. Honestly, do I look like I'm in Team Magma? Well, I do have a knit cap and this kind of pointy and a headband as if I was a ninja, which Team Magma likes to dress them up as, but seriously, look at that. Do I really look like a Team Magma grunt? Anyways, if you go ahead and fight them from here, you can actually get this girl out of the way, and there's a hidden item behind her. But they disappear after you defeat them anyways. We saw you at Mount Chimney. You won't belong to either team, so why would you be here? Because you're evil.
Oh, I know. You tried to join Team Magma, but they wouldn't have you. Well, don't think we'll just let you join Team Aqua.
I got a feeling that might have been the case with all of them. Like, I don't know, Maxie just like, I don't know, the fact that your favorite color is blue, and he was like, nope, can't join our team. Too bad. Muddy Water and Furious Wife surprisingly has a lot of accuracy. As opposed to the move that Scummery had. Fit 5 times! This is why I like... Man, what was the other move that Scummery has? I can't believe that I forgot. I mean, even if it was a week since I last played, that's still no excuse. Critical hit. Let's see if it's a critical hit against that Zubat. Nope. But I did get very close to taking him out. You know what? Let's just compare. Let's see. Accuracy 80. Fury attack 85.
That one had more accuracy?
But Fury Swipes hits more often. Oh my gosh, Scummery, you actually have no excuse whatsoever. Okay, it missed that time, but still. Okay, take out your Oh, Zubat avoided the attack. Very well. Okay, I don't really care if you confuse me. I'll just take you out with Muddy Water and you know what, Mudsport, why not, even though that doesn't make sense. Carvana avoided the attack. And I had to hit Zubat that had like the least HP. I was trying to be awesome and make them die at the same time. Well, not die, but faint. Because Pokemon don't die, right? Which is ironic because we're at the graveyard and I didn't mean to use Mudsport. Oh well. It's pretty strange that you never see Pokemon die on screen. But they make it very apparent that death is in these games. If you're going to mess with anyone, let it be Team Magma.
If you want to join Team Magma that badly, we can consider it. Do you have a resume?
Oh no, it's Archie. Team Magma's Archie got ahead of us, but we got what we wanted. The Red Orb, preserved at Mount Pyre. I, Archie, now have it in my possession. Now we can bring our ultimate objectives to fruition. Okay, team, we're pulling out.
Oh no, this cannot happen. Not only the blue orb, but even the red orb has been taken. The blue orb and the red orb must never be separated. They belong together. What are those men trying to do with the two orbs? Oh yes, it was Team Magma who came and took the blue orb first.
It's kind of ironic because in Ruby and Omega Ruby, they would take the red orb. Well, Agua would go ahead and take the blue orb. Instead, they swap it around in Emerald.
Oh, in their haste, they left this behind. Can you imagine what exactly it would be? I would like you to have it. Perhaps it would be useful in some way.
By the way, that's the Magma emblem. It basically helps you find Magma's hideout. Now, if you're playing Pokemon Ruby, she would give you the blue orb. Well, if you're playing Pokemon Sapphire, she would give you the red orb, and that's pretty much the only difference. That Magma emblem only available in this game. People have speculated, as you see, there are 3 pillars up there. People have speculated that there would be a green orb, but that turned out not to be the case in Emerald. Okay, what do you have to say?
Pyre is where becomes the spirits of Pokemon that have passed on. This is a hard place where one can see all of Hoenn. That there's about the spirits of Pokemon must find solace here. It is a coincidence that you are here. Will you hear my tale, a tale long told in Hoenn region?
Sure, I'll let the man ramble on. It happens long, long ago. I am definitely not gonna do his voice if it's gonna be a story. The world was racked by a ferocious clash between the Pokemon of the land and the Pokemon of the sea. Behemoth and Leviathan. The Pokemon of the land raised mountains and created continents. The Pokemon of the sea raised huge waves and carved out oceans. Their fierce duel raged without end. The world was engulfed in messes, infernos, and vicious storms. The blue orb and the red orb brought an end to the calamity. Light poured from the 2 orbs and became the enraged adversaries. The pair, made docile, dove deep within the sea, where eventually they disappeared. I thought that you would give me a cleanse seal. Probably in the cleanse seal is probably up on the up the stairs, which I will not cover, even though that there are good items you can find. There is a item you can find here, which is hidden. You have pretty eyes. That's exactly what Shepard reminds me of from the first episode of Over the Garden Wall. That was a great show. If you can call it a show, it was more like a mini-series. Alright, heading down to Mount Pyre. I don't think you can use an escape rope, so we're actually have to walk down the distance. Fog clears up, even though that might very well just be clouds, because this mountain is apparently very high. Obviously not as high as Mount Coronet in Gen 4. I'm really tempted to go up the stairs and cover all the things there, but I really don't want to. You're gonna have to go up those stairs in the original games and in the as well as in the remakes, but they kind of kindly added the shortcut right there. Oh man, There's lots of good items there and pretty interesting trainers that would give you plenty of experience, but I'm just gonna have to cut them out because we're running low on time. And we're pretty much gonna have to find Magma's hideout, which, thankfully, I know exactly where that is. But before we do that, I think that we have plenty of time. If you go south from Mount Pyre, you can end up here, which is the other side of Route 1 Martin, forbidden to the faint of heart. Found raspberries. Now, I believe that girl right there is not a trainer. I think she actually gives you an item. Citrus berries. And pega berries. Now, if you have Feebas, which I do, you have a grass-type Pokemon. If you have a grass-type Pokemon, I think she gives you Miracle Seed, but I do not. I believe that there are trainers here, as well as a few berries, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe there's just trainers. Is there items? Oh, there's a rare candy. That's nice. And I don't think there's any... There was a trainer there that I just didn't see. Being excited about willpower. I've willed myself not to lose to anyone. That makes me strong. All he had was a soul rock, so I easily took it out with just muddy water. Oh no, I don't know what to number. How come it can't be like in the original games where you can actually deny people their phone numbers? Not the original games, but Gold, Silver, and Crystal. Also, how come it can't be like in Gold and Silver where you can actually change the time as well? Fortunately, you're gonna have to wait until the DS games come out, where you can actually change the time. And you have to do it from the system itself, because it's the system that keeps track of time. Now you're pretty much gonna have to debate about which ledge to jump over to grab items. I'll go ahead and grab that elixir, even though I'm not gonna use them. And jump down that ledge, and... This ledge, I believe there's an item, but I'm gonna have to quickly sneak by that trainer. Woo! Success! And I'll have to go up here. Is there any items whatsoever? There's a pond. Yes, there's an item. I basically, that's pretty much all the items at the route, and here we are back at the Berry Master's house. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and talk to your wife, because now that we actually found contests, we can actually do a good thing. So, I believe battle, I think challenge, and hobbies, I believe camera channel. Come on, did we, not there? Lifestyles, is it lifestyles? Actions? AK is an action. I'm so immature. Conditions. I'm gonna have to search for each one because I know that challenge us. People. No. Status? It's beauty. Color change, coolness. Please, please, I really want to hope that she actually says contest. Or if there is contest, if there is in here endings. lifestyle? Even though I probably already went here. Miscellaneous? Time? Adjectives? Shit, trainer? Emerald? Like the trainer emerald? Pokemon Adventure status? Crap. Miscellaneous. Shoot, I guess we actually have to go into a contest in order to do that. That sucks. In search of trainers, yes, wait. I believe that was terrible. Or horrifying, nightmarish. I forgot what I said. Battle, come on. It was like the toughest battle I had against Gabby and Ty. Disaster, that's what I said. Alright, Crayon. Shoot, I guess we actually have to get into a contest if I wanted that particular berry. Oh well. Anyways, we're coming up at the end of time, so next time on Let's Play Pokemon Emerald, well, I'll show you exactly where Magma's hideout is, and we'll go ahead through it. And we'll see you guys then.